hone and fortify public spirit.
Ada
This is
dogo
her
gua coy.
first real test as a general. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
Aduh.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
Cok, dapat apa gua nih? Set, 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 set. Dapat horn. Hornium. Ada burger coy.
It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
Oh shit. Shit.
Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it.
I think she's enjoying herself.
Musuhnya lebih susah coy.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the general promised. They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes,
Ada ayam cok.
the Astral Express
bohong,
has
ada
braved
ayam,
great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Wow, nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin? It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. we should proceed cautiously. When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to be... The Stellaron hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from
Ini
Destiny's
apa tuh?
Slave.
Buaya anjay.
Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions. That we may. But as logical as things might seem, for example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's
Big
anywhere you'd like to
skeleton man.
visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong. It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Fantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian kin. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day.
Oh,
It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Ninja.
nggak bisa sprint ke aku ini.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. No way! Everything good has come our way due to our hard
Gede amat,
work.
cowok.
I'm not letting them take any of the credit. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how, since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past? I was shy. Talking about personal stuff like that in front of everyone? It'd be too embarrassing. When you're free, let's go hit up the Divination Commission together and see what Fu Xuan has to say.
Mana contohnya?
Things have come to a close for now. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Ting Yun's. I'll go...
The ambrosial arbor is dormant. Before he left, the general did order that if he... What do we plan on doing? The arbor was resurrected. Aside from the Arbiter's Lux arrow, I'm afraid that nothing can materially harm it. We might be able to suppress it with the help of the video.
If you can locate exactly where the Stellaron is within the Arbor, then the Express might be able to help out.
Thank you for your kind offer, Mr. Yang. But something as important and fun... Better to subduing the... Ah, I almost forgot.
Are there other matters?
I'm
I see.
basically OP at this point.
Please
teman,
extend
gila.
my regards
Bisa
to the
apa kalian,
10
ah?
lords.
I
Nah,
will.
apa-apa yang kalian tahu.
Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Law Fu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Ting Yun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Ting Yun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto... It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who... I can still hardly believe it. This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, madam.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything,
bro, I'm about to
that's
die,
where I'll
bro.
be.
Not gonna lie here, bro. Oh my god, untung gue bisa dapat coy.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again.
Ya, apalagi apel,
If only you were here to cut me off.
Ada burung hantu juga, Cok.
Oh, it's you.
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madam, you...
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what that looks like. Some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian and...
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yen Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yen Ming!
Oh, gila, Cok. Bentar.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre... I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought, Ting Yun, if I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Tingyun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yanming got? We should take a look. This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me. Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Tingyun use anything like that to defend her. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Nggak tahu.
Lagi event.
Lagi quest.
Frustasi coba main ini bisa-bisaan.
Seru ya game.
There's a poem
Lumayan,
that
cuman
says,
kebanyakan like a lot happening, ngerti nggak lu? Kayak banyak banget yang terjadi cok dalam satu kali ini jalan gitu.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's
Terus masalahnya
Ming.
lagi tuh,
How many of you are there?
musuhku jadi
Which
pada
tea
gede-gede
would
banget
you
tuh
like today?
ngomong-ngomongnya.
Oh, this is the tea Miss Tingyun promised to get for me. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea prod. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia. Miss Tingyun came to the tea house one day and heard about. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought.
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operation.
Oh,
Bos akhirnya
really?
dia sendiri cok.
Well, that's a shame. Well, hold on a sec.
Mau dilompatin cok,
Based
mau
on her
ditindihin gue cok.
suggestion, I
Boleh.
improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Tingyun's Blend. Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you to try a
Ini enaknya
cup.
high sense cok, sumpah.
Are there other matters?
The Lafu is famous for its. Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Xianzhou? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast?
Banyak banget cok, sumpah.
It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Although it's a lot quieter since tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of the... Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work.
Thank you banget cok, kampret.
Daerah baru kan ini, Aurum Alley.
Hah.
Bukan berat. Apakah ada acis ini guys? Baru dibilang langsung nemu depan motor. Tidur nih.
Crisis Supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Tingyun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Ali Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business.
Oh, actually, she deserves a truth.
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook.
Bikin ngantuk kayaknya.
It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Ting Yun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Selesai cok akhirnya. Komplit 5.000 koin, 5.000 target industri. Bisa sake anjay. Hollow House ngap? Ya Hollow House. Karakter kaca berapa sih? Oh. Dapat kayak Lakovalski yang ngap?
Mantap.
Dapat Zeta gua ngap? Murah Zeta ngap? 1.000 doang. Dapat Zeta lagi ngap?
Lu gacha.
Ya.
Ntar gue main juga. Bagi sih.
Capek betul. Yang memblokirnya capek. Oh, lu udah nggak live lagi ngap?
Masih. Gua restream.
Oh, restream. Pesan kok gua ke video lu live kan?
Itu kelautan 1 peti. Nomor 7, Cok. Mana taruh? Jadi terus.
Ada lagi event nih.
This will strengthen our position.
Ya, satu. Tapi gue skip.
What brings you here? This bow.
Delaynya
Did
cukup
Ting
lama
Yun
juga ya.
pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yan Ming,
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Nah, problem.
Out of all this stuff...
Ini pilih yang mana?
Apa?
Yang ditaruh di Stargift.
Gua semuanya.
Harus semuanya.
This time we...
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you. This is a gift from Miss Yen Sui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Respect.
I'll need to record today's notes.
Cutscene coy. Aduh, gue frame.
Banyak ambil action story.
Aduh.
Ada Starkid yang meledak.
Kenapa?
Ada Starkid yang nabrak.
Bohong lu. Cukir.
General, the ceremony is
Gak
finished.
percaya.
You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Apa dua barang kira-kira?
Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine.
TP mulu, Cok.
Nanti ada cutscene lagi. Keren cutscene-nya, Cok.
Confirm lagi dong gua.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Would you like me to relay your...
Yes, please.
Saya tahu kalau udah cutscene link ya.
Udah.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
Ally coy. Gak usah tuku.
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall. But the same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Don Hong.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, while I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for A line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of the Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Sayonara. Dengan orang kamu kenal.
So soon? I wanted to help the general, but also after fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me... I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. But to be honest, safe travel.
Xuan mana, Cok? Temrat pengen ngomong sama Xuan. Gue sih ya udah.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we be... She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this. Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something. Oh, yeah.
Fine, fine. Done?
Don't worry.
Ini siapa aja nih, Cok? Teman-teman di Xianzhou siapa ini? Coba balik dulu.
Dan Heng and I will go.
Woi, gue balik, woi.
We've been so busy. Who should I go to first? The Master Diviner? Jingche?
When I left the train, I should go back and give her an...
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships...
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
You're back! Welt was telling me about your experiences. I'm more than a little envious. The Ambrosial Arbor, the Ebon Deer, the Divination Commission Matrix, Scale Gorge Waterscape. I pestered Dan Heng to tell me about his experiences, but alas, what could have been a magnificent saga was reduced to a few words and a grunt. Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination. The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Xipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Oh, ini si Luaca.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Bukan lo aja doang.
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan.
Woi,
Stay
Jing
out
Liu
of
nih.
our way.
Yakin gua.
The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path.
Bukan bener.
The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Bejir.
Keren gak? Keren gak? Keren gak? Tetep coy. Aduh.
Gue emang nyangka si bocah kayak awal-awal kayak masa dia cuman kayak pedagang merchant doang.
Aduh, bentar.
Pasti ada apa-apanya, cok. Pergi abundance juga. Aduh, banyak banget lagi. Live berapa jam? Baru 47 menit tuh. Kita quest dulu lah. Siarin dulu.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Keren. Lah, kepencet Alt F4 cok. The fuck? Are you kidding me, man?
Kenapa ngap?
Kan gua kan pengen chat F4 ya biar yang apa namanya? Di Honkai itu kayak ngambil misalnya di F4 kan. Gue kayak bimbang gitu, jadi gue mencet ALT buat iniin kursor, abis itu gue mencet F4 aja.
Lah gimana?
Nggak tahu aja. Soalnya sempat ada ini cowok kayak delay gitu. Udah lagi. Untung login cepet ke kayak Genshin.
Matma on coy.
Suruh join lah.
Matma on anjay.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Kok masih hitam ngap?
Iya. Enggak kok udah.
Oh udah enggak. Kocak kayaknya. Nah
Kenapa
ini event apa namanya, event yang baru ini frustasi coy. Gua kira udah, ternyata masih ada lagi. Pokoknya jangan expect gampang udah gitu lah. Tungguin aja, nanti juga udah sendirinya. Kemarin gitu coy.
Hey! Over here! You're easy to spot. Are you going to Arm Alley?
Belum gue auto. Enggak ada ngomong gini.
Was it that obvious? But the more the merrier, right? I go out all the time to see patients, and if you
Dia
get
ngomong ke
into
Bailu kan bener,
medical trouble, gastrointestinal discomfort.
Nanti dari Bailu lu ke Susang. Susang terus ada satu lagi karakter NPC atau gue lupa namanya. Terus nanti
Ini.
ketemu Yukong.
Ekosen.
Oke lu Ekosen.
Huh? Hurry up! Do you want the snacks to sell out?
Bisa bocil nih.
Gue mau Bailu cowok. Lu udah punya hook ya?
Udah.
Hook gue mau, lu dapet tuh. Lu mau Xuan, nanti gue dapet Xuan.
Ya ini aja.
Nah, larinya lucu buat cobain lucuan. Larinya ngap. Oh, lu,
We've reached our destination, Aram Alley. The folk
Delay
dishes
kelam,
and
Cok.
spices supreme are a must-try.
2 menit,
This is
3
the
menit
only
lu.
place on the Lawful you can find them.
Masih itu juga
So,
kali.
now
20
that we're
gitu.
here,
Nama pokoknya.
ooh, curly confused pork, crisp melon and diced chicken, star taro braised
Nah, lu
pork,
nanti suruh
chili
bikin
oil
tempat ini
beef
rame ya.
awful stew. Let's start with the snack
rame.
stands. You can browse around for a bit. I'll go find us a seat while you make up your mind.
I should see what the other customers have to say about the food here.
Same great taste. Oh, interested in the food?
Cuma
In Aram
sama.
Alley, there's no such thing as a bad food stall. Just close your eyes and
Nanti lu
pick one
suruh
at
beli
random.
makanan tuh.
My name's Xuan. I'm originally from Aram Alley, but this is my first visit in a long time.
Favoritnya
When I was
si
away,
Bailu. Oke.
I'd stay up at night reminiscing about the flavors and aromas of this place.
Habis itu.
Kasih ke Bailu.
The Xianzhou gets
Kok lu
plenty of
tahu
visitors,
makanan favorit
so
lu
it's
yang
only
mana
natural
gitu?
that I spent 100 years away from home. That it was. Many years ago, I had a good career going out on the other worlds, but I always missed the alley. In the end, I decided to come back. Now, I'm keen to do my part and make this...
This... Oh, you... Well, there's... Oh, have you... It has a...
Do these people know nothing about... Me? Well, I can help you. A seller at this food... with my discriminating...
Oh, a visitor from afar? Glad to hear. We always try to treat visitors from... I hope you don't mind me prattling on, but since you're an outworlder... I was a little worried when... Well, I can't just leave you here empty-handed. Take a look at the menu, order whatever you want. It's on the house.
Free coy.
Nah, ini namanya baby tinggi kan? Kita ada baby pendek, coy.
Iya. Ini puffer god.
Hah?
Puffer god. Milk. Mirip koko god soalnya.
Bukan, coy, bukan yang itu.
So,
Gue teksnya dalam bahasa Inggris sih.
fantastic! Hey, how did you know my favorite food? Great, but it looks like you only
Apa?
brought enough for one person.
Yang cake.
What am I supposed?
Coba aku dikasih craft silicon enak kalau mau minta lebih. Nih, ini punya aku.
It's the drag.
Oh, sama aja deh, Ding, konteksnya, coy. Konteksnya sama aja.
I'm so full of snacks I can hardly move. I wanted to stop by Elegance Pagoda to buy some medicine jars while I'm out. Come on, let's go.
Nyantep banget.
Dih.
Hey, what's going on at the dock?
Some of the dock workers got into an argument with the IPC folks.
Aku jam 5.
Aduh, jam 2.
Watch your words. No need to be aggressive here.
How about we go see what's happening at the dock?
Ngantuk habis.
When did you decide to show up, little Miss Feisty? How is this any of your business?
Please, miss, allow Arum Alley Merchant Guild to take care of this matter.
You're from the Merchant Guild?
What a joke! You people can't take care of anything! Everyone here knows that our Room Alley Merchant Guild is as incompetent as it is dysfunctional. The lease for the docks isn't even paid yet. And I'll tell you, the Merchant Guilds!
I'm not denying that.
Then say it out loud so everyone can hear. Our Room Alley Merchant Guild, better yet, get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
I agree.
You're being completely unreasonable. Why can't we talk this over?
I'm not being unreasonable. I'm making a friendly inquiry. When will the IPC receive its lease payments?
I'm afraid we can't pay at the moment.
We leased this whole dock to your merchant guild, hoping that it would rejuvenate our Room Alley. And look at it now. A perfectly good freight dock has gone to waste.
They said at the moment. That doesn't mean they'll never make the payments, right?
Don't be so gullible. How about we make a little bet? If the Merchant Guild can pay back the money it owes, I'll get down on my knees and apologize to all the people of our Room Alley. I'll shout it loud and clear. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind. And then I'll bark like a dog. How does that sound?
Okay. And if they can't?
Oh, that's simple. You apologize to me in front of all the people of our room alley, and you bark like a dog.
I agree.
Deal.
You all heard that, right? I'll be waiting for you. Come on, let's get out of here.
Miss, there's no reason for you to take such a bet. We're the ones who dragged you into this.
It's okay. Seeing that arrogant sneer on his face made me sick to my stomach. I had to do something.
We appreciate you sticking up for us. But this...
Now that I think about it, if I lose the bet, it'll reflect badly on the Cloud Knights.
My name is Ming-Shi. I'm the secretary of Arum Alley Merchant Guild. Most people just call me Miss Secretary. This leasing dispute is between the IPC and the Merchant Guild. You shouldn't have been dragged into it.
It was me who accepted the bet. You're not involved at all.
So, is it true that the Merchant Guild can't pay back the lease?
Miss Secretary, just tell it like it is.
As things stand now, the Merchant Guild is in. The food hawkers are thriving, but
if we make the businesses more profitable, then
If we cut costs and tap into new revenue streams, we can turn things around. A lot of vendors in Arum Alley don't want anything to do with the dock, though, so it may be hard to find new sources of revenue.
What about cutting costs?
Cutting costs means reducing expenses.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas about laying people off.
Miss Secretary is just helping us think of ideas. But if you ask me, I think our ordering system is rather inefficient. I'm sure we could reduce our costs if we found a way to improve it.
It's better than doing nothing. You're smart. Why don't you give it a try?
You'd be more than welcome.
Even the president hasn't been able to solve anything. Is this short lifer really up to the job? At this point...
Nah tuh yang satunya lagi administrasinya tuh yang pakai kacamata, Cok. Pakai kacamata yang rambutnya warna ungu, biru gitu.
Apa deh?
Itu salah satu bantuin kita juga nanti.
Salah satu yang apa?
Kan Susang, terus lu. Nah satunya lagi tuh ada 3 orang. Siapa sih? Mixu, siapa sih itu?
Ini maksud apa nih?
Lu klik aja bisa nggak? Klik ya.
Iya dong.
Ya gitu dong. Tapi nanti makin lama makin susah.
This will certainly save us on shipping costs.
Isn't this a little unsafe?
Don't worry. Our motto is safety first.
Jeez, don't get too full of your...
Impressive, but if you ask me, inventory efficiency isn't enough to save us. If Heron Express doesn't deliver the goods...
I see your point.
Apa?
If you have the time, could
Misi
you
yang
accompany me to
kayak
Heron
bantuin
Express's
debat
Arum
gitu,
Alley
gitu.
branch
Dia
office?
ngasih kayak guide kita deh.
Of course, it's just I'm better with brawn than brains.
Main holokir lagi.
Main lah. Punya request tuh.
30 menit cok.
Kita kayak deh. Ini apa nih?
Mr. Yongfeng?
Why, it's Miss Secretary. And who do we have here?
I'm Xuan of the Blood Knights.
Good to meet you all. Miss Secretary, I heard you made a bet with the
The word got out pretty quickly, huh?
Those Outworlders from the IPC are the worst. How did you get bogged down with them?
That's right. No one else in Arum Alley needs to worry. It's all on me.
We made our inventory more efficient. But the dock workers said we still need a way to distribute the goods. I was wondering if Heron Express would be interested?
Those dock workers don't want to take responsibility. And I'm afraid it's not our responsibility either.
Then who should we blame? The IPC?
The IPC said that they would handle operations at Arum Alley and promised to give subsidies to the vendors. I suspect they secretly told all the vendors not to use the dock for logistics.
We can only blame ourselves for letting them get away with it for so long. If we can't pay back the rent, the financial damages will be manageable, but the reputational damage will be irreparable. If the Merchant Guild loses everyone's trust, it'll become an empty shell of its former self. And without the Merchant Guild, the IPC will have no competitors in Arum Alley's business district.
The IPC wants to turn this place into a big logistics warehouse. By then, the food hawkers and used goods stores will have to move away.
So no more Arum Alley?
Correct. The physical space will still exist, but the Arum Alley we all know, its fragrances, its bustling tourists, will be nothing more than a memory.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are we gonna do about the matter at hand?
On the logistics side, we can reduce costs by making sure the delivery routes are planned efficiently. Mr. Yongfeng, please allow our friend to try her hand at it. She has some skills that could prove useful in this area. After the Ambrosial Arbor disaster, the use of Jade Abakai for any kind of strategic planning was restricted to certain departments. For business planning in Arum Alley, we can only rely on our brains. Also, the duties of a Merchant Guild consultant include planning, negotiation, and strategy. We're going to be relying on you for more than just delivery routes.
With these routes in place, logistics costs will be reduced significantly.
I knew it! You're the heroes who can help us revitalize Arum Alley.
Now, can you tell us what really happened to Arum Alley?
Well, Arum Alley was originally the busiest night market in Exalting Sanctum. In days past, this alley, famed for its restrictions, were placed on civilian Arumatons, and new commercial centers began to spring up. It was like being on a gentle downhill slope. Everyone knew things were... When the Lawfu was moored for maintenance and trade with the IPC increased, a new threat emerged for the Merchant Guild. The IPC's announcement of a bid for the development of Arum Alley. Their promises were, when the gentle downhill slope suddenly became the edge of a cliff, no one could pretend to ignore it anymore. Both. Therefore, on behalf of the Merchant Guild, I would like to formally extend... Excellent. Why don't you talk it over with everyone first?
I really hope you... You don't want me to have to bark like a dog in front of all those people, do you? Besides, I'd really like to help the people in Arum Alley. My home, the Xianzhou Yaoqing, had much closer ties with the IPC. Initially, people thought they were just engaging in a little interstellar investment. But gradually, the Yaoqing's younger after their coming-of-age ceremonies. The architecture across the whole... Many of the Yaoqing locals older than 500, like my mother, will say the Yaoqing has changed. When I saw Mingxi being confronted by the IPC, I felt if our opponents were martial arts types, I could hold my own again. I want to help the Merchant Guild. I want to help everyone at Arum Alley. Please, help me help them.
I only came here for the food. I didn't expect to get tangled up in all this dock lease. Still, if you're willing to give it a shot... I knew you'd help us! A truly reliable friend. Hey!
What do you think? Will you become a business... Great. I still haven't discussed any of this with the president. Let's go pay them a visit. Miss Lian Yan, please tell the president that I have someone who can help us with the leasing situation at the dock, and also bring Arum Alley back to its former glory.
Well, seems like you have plenty of confidence. I'll go ask the president's opinion on the matter. Please wait a moment. Okay, the president trusts Miss Secretary's judgment, but the applicant still needs to pass a test. You must integrate Oldie's Depot into the logistics. The President acknowledges your expertise and agrees to confer management responsibilities accordingly. Arum Alley Merchant Guild would like to issue a formal request. Please help us emerge from this crisis and revitalize Arum Alley!
Now that that's settled, please come. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory and help Heron Express. I keep tabs on all the goings.
If it involves helping people in need,
anytime you need anything. The important thing right now, I'll be off to the dock then.
Any problem facing Arum Alley is also... I should probably ask... You're the best! You remind me of a friend I made when I first arrived on the Lawfu. She had the same eagerness for sake. I have a mission from the Cloud Knights, so I have to leave for now.
so strange. If that's the case, wow, time sure does.
I know you want to. Don't worry. The President.
Now that you're here, let's get started on the...
Banyak banget. Yang 150 ngap. Nah.
Oh, butuh kotak kan.
Kayak kan delay ya ini.
ini udah. Nah ini yang penting coy.
Take your time. There's always something for everyone.
Jelek simpanan cok.
Hello there.
Dangdut bisa objek. Aku belum habis racing cok. Ada.
Are there other matters?
Curved wood must be bent again to reach straight.
Let me teach you all how to sleep like the general.
Lo.
Not non film, Cok.
Ya udah sih. Oke, sama gue nih.
Korban yang
Ini jam 5. Tebus semua nih guys. Oh nggak harus ini, ngomong dong. Momen banget kan. Bro. Kecil.
Just a few and you'll be full.
Regardless of the IPC's wishes, positive changes need to be made to Arum Alley.
No.
Solving merchants' problems and earning their trust. That's what any good merchant guild should do.
Nation. Sudah kuduga. Nonton apaan, Cok?
There's still more work. It's fantastic. Many folks began lending the Merchant Guild a hand after you helped them out. There's still more work to The Merchant Guild's funds are not exactly overflowing right now. We need to work harder.
Oh, bisa digituin aja. Ngobrol dong. Mana tadi? Oh, dapet.
Makan gue sih.
Makan.
Kita mana aja sebelum makan ya?
Tiduran.
Lu tadi dari jam berapa nih?
Gua tadi tidur jam 5, Cok.
Hah?
Tidur jam 5 gua.
Sama gue juga ini jam 5. Ya pas teori itu lo nggak tidur tuh main IG. Kalau main TikTok.
Iya.
Si Bintang lo dari jam berapa dia?
Siapa?
Bin.
Dari pagi.
Dari pagi jam berapa?
Jam berapa ya? 9.
Terus sih bahan PC terus tuh kerja sebenarnya tuh. Lu pada nggak nggak sih?
Apa tuh?
AMD di sana itu lebih enak nih daripada KFC, McD.
Ayam apa?
Kayak di sana gitu lebih enak daripada KFC sama McD.
Ke tolong harga juga sih.
Sama gue sekarang kalau KFC McD skip aja, udah bosen gue harusnya. Kalau gue lagi bener negeri paling enak kayaknya. Sama saus adek juga lebih enak daripada McD, ini ada rasanya ini.
I have something to tell you. We achieved our The Merchant Guild promises that we will use the money where it is meant to be spent. No disappointments. The funds will be used for the overall repair and upgrade of the dock, which means we won't be able to use the dock's shipping logistics for a while.
Makan dah.
Mana?
Aduh. Udah, gua habisin resin dulu. Mana ya? Raikon habis ya.
The truth of life, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Time for a buzz.
Too late to repent.
The fight is set. That paradise, savor it for me.
Too late to repent.
Can I have fun?
I will dispatch you.
This combat needs... This is double speed.
You impede me. Fail to send you.
Fighting is meaningless.
That paradise may be unreached. Savor it for me.
Too late to repent.
Huh. More enemies.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Fighting is meaningless.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
That'll take more than medicine.
Unnecessary. That paradise may be savor it for me.
You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
I've no interest in conflict.
Makan ya.
Makan.
A blade knows no mercy.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Time for a buzz.
The truth of life and the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You took the bait.
I will dispatch you.
Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
That paradise, savor it for me.
I've no interest in
You took the bait.
A blade knows no. Your end approaches.
That.
Well timed.
Time for a buzz.
$80 cak.
Bantu.
Ini buat kita 8.
This will strengthen our position.
Guys, gue udah nulis. Dan gue lapar mau makan. Atau bakal bagi apa enggak. Thank you udah nonton. Udah.